Man. Yeah. But why the fuck is it? Don't playing too fuck. I don't know. Lame ass nigga.
Moment. Just one. Who's that motherfucker? 100 or more than 20. Stop playing with me. Listen, bro. Make sure y'all like. All right, bro. We're about to get. While we doing a little blunt session, I have this video playing earlier. But I'm saying earlier, but for the last 2, 3 days on Twitch. So if y'all want to go catch all of that, y'all can go either look at Twitch or gameplay album. Not album. Look at my gameplay playlist. Look at my gameplay playlist.
Mr. O1, Mr. AMK Top, Mr. Production. It don't matter what you do that.
Look, I want to catch some good ass, banging ass content. I'm talking about pretty much the same shit you're gonna get from my shit. You're gonna get from his shit, but I mean, you're just seeing it from a different point. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that follow button on all platforms. And I'm not talking about just one. You feel me? Make sure y'all go to my channel. Make sure y'all go to MK Top's channel. Make sure y'all go to MK Boogie's channel. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go to Sunlab's channel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go run it. Go, no cap.
That love, man.
Like I told you before, that art, that picture right there, that picture from Sunlab, that Lamborghini is right there that y'all see here. I got that from Sunlab. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think they could see that one, but I ended up getting another one That one's gonna end up going to Babe or something like that. That's it's like a gumball machine.
Yeah, it's
And it
gumball.
actually come like all the gumballs and shit in there too. You gotta build this shit. That's just live as fuck. We could take the toys out and put shit in there and have Audrey use it for when yeah, did some good and she put like the little Kindle. But yeah, bro. Cat, bro. I would move the land box, but I don't want that shit.
Show y'all.
Yeah, y'all definitely gonna end up seeing them though because we're gonna end up doing videos on our on they call.
Yeah, pretty.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna do a video on it. Probably gonna do it.
Yeah, I got that. Lamborghini.
I ain't gonna say that Paul Walker.
Y'all know, bro. You know who Paul Walker is and you know who he is. If you don't, then you know. And for those of the kids that's in a smaller, I said small, that's bro. Probably may never know until you start movies and launch. Without further ado, goddamn box started. Ain't really boxing shit.
We do what we do.
Fresh. I got my lighter. I just that one. That one wouldn't work. Yeah. Everybody freaking out about Trump passing out 2 bands. You know what I'm saying? He gonna pass it out. Let him pass. My opinion. I don't want to. I'm not gonna say too much because I want to say something. That's why. I've been seeing. One thing I'm gonna fully speak on before how government sits there. It's not for every mother. It's not happening. How the government out of money. But like motherfuckers that's single or not needing that the actual help and shit. And they're making it so Section 8 and shit like that for more than like 2-3 years, or they're starting to kick people off. That's wild. That is being quite honest. You took so many years for you to set up some shit, right? To help people for it to get. I mean, and when I say Section 8 is at its prime, nigga, all you need to know is the person's name, birth date, social security number. They're cooked. I'm gonna get where I'm getting at with this. You tell them that shit, brother. Therefore, you allow for all just for it to get built up, and you say, hey, not even we're not helping anymore. Hey, we'll help you, but instead of you living off of us for the next 3-4 years, 5 years, we're only giving you 2 years. If you can't get this shit in 2 years, you're cooked. You're done. Yeah, you're overly done. That's the shit I'm talking about. It's wild, gang. Like I feel as though if you're gonna do something, actually don't be on bullshit. Don't set something up to help someone. And when you see you overly fucking helping, now you don't want to help anymore. That's how I feel about it. That's just
Pretty much, he's making. It's hard for people that don't got money like that to get money.
But he's saying he's trying to make it more accessible.
I mean, I get a little. Like, it's a new age. It's a lot easier. You putting the prices up. everybody.
Not everybody in the same position he was or you was last year, living in a nice house with a nice Malibu. Like you get what I'm saying? Like nigga, not everybody's like that. So therefore, the people that don't have that head start, they're making it to where it's fair for everybody. Because you're gonna be on child support and TANF and all this, you can get your shit done. You can do what you're supposed to be doing. Then they're gonna help. They're trying to make it to where. But they're also saying there's a lot of homeless people out in the street. They're not really fucking with that.
Well, if you're not fucking with it, give them a home.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Too much bullshit, not enough. Without further ado, though, parking up already, though, we about to go ahead and jump. Get ready to jump. Appeal titles. Pregnant teenager finds out that her mother had. I don't know too. I don't know too much about the guy. That shit sound treacherous. I was on some chill shit. I just came out the cut, and the whole time I found out my partner was passed away or gone, and my parent knew about it. Fucked up. Fucked up. That reminds me, bro. For those of the people that was rocking with me when I was actually talking about Showtime, do y'all not remember in when motherfucking Rock had something to do with getting famous knocked off? Bro, that's that shit. That be that shit. That be that shit, bro. Oh yeah, let me see. That be that fucking shit. No. I got a cup. But no, that be that shit, gang. Obviously, we know it was a fucking TV show. We know it was real, but I mean, you can all get where I'm getting at.
I mean,
shit like that.
Somewhat real. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Like, I mean, motherfuckers get like that for no reason. Without further ado, bro, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're about to go ahead and jump to it. Okay. We're not really too goddamn video anyway. More like smoke.
It's y'all. I'm my twins, bro. I'm fucked up.
Fuck shit. Oh. Mine's my dog. Overly missed. Whole time. Overly snitched on him. But listen, bro.
No security.
Get together. Ain't got time for it. Yo. Thank you.
Tell you. Yeah. Okay. No security. Tell you. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for your loss.
This is 17-year-old Elizabeth Baldonado. A few hours ago, her boyfriend was found mysteriously shot dead in a back alley.
She's bad. Yeah. She wants to hurt the person that did it.
Recipes my nigga Lil Jeff, man.
Tragically, Elizabeth is also pregnant with their child. Her mother, Ortiz Chavez, is trying to comfort her daughter. What Elizabeth doesn't know yet is that her mother is hiding a dark secret that will ruin the family's life.
Your mom's car is on video leaving the homicide.
You seriously think
think that they did it.
Yes.
My mom loved that child.
As detectives work the case, more
No,
and
see,
more
look, hold
clues.
on, wait. Before we fly past this frame, you already did. Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, gang, I have not yet to meet midget, bro. Like, I'm not joking.
Guys, listen. Listen to me clearly right now. This guy has a fetish for midgets.
It's
Not
not
what
even
you
a
think.
fetish, bro.
No,
That's
no.
what I'm saying. It ain't even a fetish,
In
though.
his brain, he needs to meet a midget.
I don't believe it. Therefore, I don't believe.
If you're
Like,
watching this, bro,
motherfucking
and you
real.
know us on social medias, please send a picture of a midget.
No, fuck that. Contact me.
FaceTime him.
Talk to me.
He
Don't
wants
send
to
me no
talk
picture
to.
of
He
no
wants to
midget.
talk to the midget.
I want to actually conversate with this nigga. Like, and I'm not being funny. I'm not no jokes about you being none of that. I just genuinely,
Interesting.
it's interesting. Like, I've never ran into a midget and people pictures around. I don't want to get checked. I really don't. I never fucking see one. I've never seen a fucking. I had kids that are midget height. You get me? I've never seen a human being that. I have not. I'm saying, like, I don't know.
Start pointing towards Elizabeth's family, and as she learns that her own family are now suspected killers, all she can do is deny the accusations, while her mother sacrifices her own children to hide what she's done.
All right, then. Do you want to talk?
Hank was fun size. He was like we couldn't see him type shit. I felt like I
It's
could
a
see him.
quiet Friday morning in downtown Albuquerque. The 16-year-old boy walks alone through a back alley on his way to work, unaware that a killer is waiting for him inside one of the parked cars. Then, a single gunshot rings out, striking the teenager in the head and killing him instantly, while the shooter
For those of the people that don't want to see dabba dabba do about the video smoke, I think go to the video. Is pregnant teen covers mother. Those are people that
disappears from the scene.
Oh, right there.
Within minutes, multiple 911 calls start flooding in reporting the gunfire. Patrol units quickly respond to the area, and as officers turn down the alley, they're met with a grim scene. Lying on the pavement is a teenage boy, motionless, with blood pooling beneath his head.
Hey, look, I just wanted to say one thing because he just said that, for one thing, they set him up. I was going to work, caught one. I mean, I'm talking one to the head.
I didn't hear that.
Mama shot. Ever shot. Talking had that.
I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
Y'all, I know y'all caught it, but I'll shut. Yeah, bro. They said it was one shot that rang out and it was a headshot. Got some aim, I'm telling you. Hey, rest in peace, man. That is some wild shit.
You mean tell me?
But that just shows you, like, you don't really gotta, bro. Out here, that's
So when Lil Jeff said, "Bet we really in them trenches,"
be a grandma in the suburbs. Got that aim.
The victim shows no signs of life and appears to have a gunshot wound visible just above his temple. Whatever happened in this alley happened fast, and whoever pulled the trigger is already gone. Officers call it in and begin securing the perimeter. With no weapon in sight and no ID on the body, they now need to figure out who he is and why he ended up here. Backup units soon arrive and start canvassing the area, looking for anyone who might have heard or seen what happened. And before long, 2 witnesses come forward, claiming they saw something strange right after the gunshot.
Did you hear anything? I didn't hear anything, but I saw people running. One of them is a light-skinned male. He turns around, runs back to the alley, and takes off down the street.
I just saw strange cars that aren't usually here. I've just been circling and I noticed some weird activity and I just had this gut-wrenching feeling that someone was about to get shot because there were just weird people back here. And I saw this kid, this guy right here who shot, he was over here talking to some girl. And last minute I saw him there, I turned the corner and I heard a gunshot when I was on this side of the road, so then I came back over here.
the moment. If that's the moment. Right,
So
right,
this or
right. All right. So look, before that, that's the mother that is. I know y'all don't like other. Her house. A motherfucker. Your house. Therefore, what I'm saying doesn't even want anybody's job is outside. My house is outside. I'm in the house now. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga. So it's just like,
look, it ain't nothing but some wood, some brick, and some tape, some concrete, and some glass. Yeah, that's all this is.
in three little.
Something to blow that house down. You know what I'm saying? Not telling y'all to do.
Be careful. Watch your surroundings. Happen. As you can fucking see, it can come from anybody. I don't know if we react to it or I just watched it. Yo, just the other day, I'm gonna run it back. If I did not react to it, I'm gonna react to it for you. The other day, I seen a video. Two mothers was beefing and fighting. Another little girl was watching her mama fight. Blew down on shoulder. Popped her. They had the whole apartment complex shut down. Like I'm not even BSing it. But you see what I'm saying? Did the little girl have to pop her? No. Did she feel the need that she had to? Yes, because it was to protect her mother. But was she in the right? Man, anything can come from anybody, bro. But we can go ahead and
Yeah, bro. Just remember, you think you're doing the right thing the whole time you're doing the
those of you. Those are the here to actually. I feel sorry for you because there's a lot of times that I grew up. You're a dumbass. You got a gun. I'm going. I don't care about. I'm going to forever keep. I don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 to 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they got. That's what they have to. A lot of people have to start. They got to. They got to grasp that.
You know, a person dies in the U.S. every 5 minutes, correct? 5 minutes.
So if it takes me 30 minutes to get to it, why am I not?
You don't know when you step outside, and that's the last time you step outside. You don't know that you're gonna wake up the next morning, blessing to wake.
You got to respect that.
Teenagers scrambling in every direction. One of them was seen jumping into a car with a girl before speeding away. The information is vague, but it gives police a starting point. Detectives soon arrive at the scene and launch a formal homicide investigation. While examining the body, they notice something odd about the victim. He's still wearing an apron, the kind used by restaurant staff, suggesting he might have worked nearby. That small detail sends them straight across the street to the only restaurant in sight, Lindy's Diner. Inside, the owners immediately recognize the victim. His name is Josue J. Ruiz,
What's up with
16 years old.
We're not gonna keep doing this. We're not gonna keep doing this. We're not gonna keep fucking doing this. Gang. There's so many other, and I'm gonna be honest with you. There's so many other black names than let that be known. Fucking Elijah. I mean, for those of people that know that Elijah, prophet in the Bible, great. But I thought Elijah's, like, it's all type of it's Elijah's. Like nigga, what? Why you? Right? What I'm saying is all that Jose, Goze, Woze. Like why every time? Name your kid something else, bro. That's what I'm saying. We got too many people on the exact same name. Yeah.
Hey, look, when I was born, like middle school, I had a nice name, bro. Yeah. Hey,
Everybody got it.
boys and girls got my name. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I still got it on mute because I was yapping. I'm still thinking about. I'm still yapping. I'm just thinking about
to
it.
him. But what he tells them about Jay's life will start to hint at darker things he may have been involved in.
So I don't know if anybody's told you this, and I was trying to see if you were obviously Sway. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Well, Sway's passed.
I think first of all, this is probably
So that's what we're here for. Is we're here to try to figure out what happened
Yo,
and try to do the best.
this is switching gears, yo. Like,
bro. Stop.
hey,
He's your
his hood PC is really that.
Okay.
He was involved with something, but I could never get the truth from him. I could never get the truth. There's one friend that he was involved with that, I really didn't approve of. I was just getting ready to move him out, take him somewhere else, so he can have a job or whatever.
Right.
But
Although the news clearly breaks him, he takes it with quiet strength, telling detectives that his grandson had been involved in something lately that might be what got him killed. And as the conversation continues, he mentions one more heartbreaking detail. Jay wasn't just a teenager with secrets, he was about to become a father.
he has his girlfriend over there at my apartment. And,
His
she's
girlfriend's
pregnant.
at your apartment right now?
Yeah, he called me this morning and told me, hey, you're going to be a great grandpa. Is what he told me. So,
No kidding. Who's his girlfriend?
Elizabeth, I think it's Maldonado.
She's at your apartment
Right now, yeah.
The revelation only adds to the tragedy. Jay's girlfriend, 17-year-old Elizabeth Baldonado, is pregnant with his child and has no idea that he's gone. Investigators plan to speak with her later, but for now they allow Jay's grandfather to leave the scene and deliver the news himself, telling her that detectives will be in touch soon. If anyone can explain what Jay had been caught up in, it's her. About
You ain't hear her in the fuck. You believe she would do something like that? It be something. Yeah.
About- an hour later, the homicide case is officially assigned to Detective Anna Bruciaga as the lead investigator. After reviewing the
Y'all saying it's the mama? I'm gonna get a new keyboard because I love Smack and Chop. But y'all gonna have to happening. What the fuck? Hold on, wait a minute. He was in the middle of something just now. Or wasn't he? Got this that week. Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Initial reports and witness statements, she begins canvassing the area for any surveillance footage that might reveal what happened. It doesn't take long before officers locate a camera mounted outside a nearby school, angled directly towards the alley where the shooting took place. When they sit down to review the footage, they finally get their first visual clue of Jay's killers.
So these are all the cameras that are running on two systems, the digital and the analog. The analog sucks, so just a fair warning. This faces the alleyway. Once the shot happens, the people loading the vehicle will react. So it's the individual box of the vehicle somewhere right here.
Yeah, so he just walked to the passenger side.
And they react.
Hey, once again, that downtown line.
It's almost looks like a Toyota.
Originally,
On screen, a gold Toyota sedan can be seen racing away seconds after the gunshot. And through the tinted glass, detectives can barely make out what appears to be two figures inside the vehicle, meaning there are at least two suspects on the loose.
Yeah, he got a nice ass.
A couple of hours later, detectives arrive at the apartment where Jay's girlfriend, Elizabeth, is staying. They believe she might help them understand what Jay had been caught up in, but they have no idea that they'll soon come face to face with one of Jay's killers, someone far closer to him than anyone imagined.
Do you mind if we come in here? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm sorry for your loss. I know that obviously he was possibly having some issues with some people, right? Can you tell me about that?
He doesn't really tell me much about that stuff.
So let's start with today. What'd you guys do today?
He took a shower at like 8 o'clock. He was getting ready to go to work at 10. I was making appointments today because we found out that I'm pregnant. Well, he was texting me still until at least around 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And then he stopped answering me for a few
yeah,
hours.
that's more like towards the end, though. That's
The
like,
timeline Elizabeth provides lines up with the shooting. Around 11:20 a.m. is when Jay stopped responding to her messages, the same time investigators believe he was killed. Beyond that, Elizabeth doesn't offer much, saying Jay often kept to himself and never told her what he was doing. To detectives, it sounds like Jay might have gotten himself involved in something he didn't want anyone else to know about. Maybe a deal that went wrong or a confrontation that escalated. Whatever it was, it's likely what got him killed. Or at least, that's what it seems at first. Because Elizabeth isn't telling the full story. Not yet. And the next thing she remembers won't just give detectives a new lead, it'll start turning suspicion towards Elizabeth and her own family.
A little bit from what I've gathered from Grandpa is that he feels that he was up to no good lately. Can you tell me about that?
This morning, him and my brother were supposed to box it out because this has nothing to do with this at all. My brother and him just don't get along. They bump heads very much. But my brother would never do this. He knows how I feel about Jay.
And which brother?
My younger brother,
Your younger brother? What's his name?
Angelo.
Tell me a little bit about why they were gonna box it out.
Me and Jay, we were arguing about something. I don't remember what. But we started getting really loud, and my brother got tired of it, so he came in and told him to stop yelling at me, and then they just started fighting.
Physically fighting?
No.
So did they text each other that they were gonna fight?
No, Jay called me and told my mom that he wanted to box it out with my brother.
According to Elizabeth, her brother Angelo was supposed to box it out with her boyfriend Jay that morning. A teenage fight meant to settle whatever.
What do you do? Me personally, I love it. I don't like it. all types of colors. I don't care. You are. I'm trying to figure out. Most of the people I spoke to speak English is what I'm trying to get at.
All right, look. As a man, not she's getting on your ass, but you don't know a word she's saying. Fuck you about.
Cause you don't know what she's saying.
You don't know what she's saying. Yo, I swear to God, I've dated a few Spanish women. Every time I got cussed out in Spanish, yeah, that shit. Why? Because
You fucks with that?
Yeah. I like it. That's the weird. I don't like. I don't like getting y'all, but talking about.
Should be fucked up. So, Chihuahua ass down.
Tension had been building between them, although the fight never happened and Elizabeth insists it has nothing to do with the homicide. It suggests the conflict could have been personal. Investigators will now have to follow up on this and look into Angelo's involvement before ruling him out. But before the conversation can continue any further with Elizabeth, Jay's family arrives at the apartment. Word of the shooting has already reached them, but they still haven't received an official confirmation from police. Detective Anna Bruciaga has no choice but to break the tragic news to Jay's mother, a moment that no amount of experience could ever prepare anyone for.
Can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I'm sorry for your loss. Okay. Right now, I don't have much other than officers were dispatched to the alleyway in reference to his
Word they said.
Okay. What happened? No, that's why I'm. So we just got called out. That's why I'm trying to interview as many people as I can. That's why I headed here first, and then I was headed your way because I do have some questions. But as of right now, I don't. Okay. I really.
Thank you.
I think it was more the fact that she was just like, yo,
So we just got called out. That's why I'm trying to interview as many people as I can. That's why I headed here first, and then I was headed your way because I do have some questions. But as of right now, I don't. Okay. I really.
shit not funny at all, but it was them damn heels.
I really.
Or she wearing flats. How do you lose your back?
And I'm trying to, and I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck they got. And why is she laughing?
So that's what I'm saying. It'd be a lot of.
I'm just here.
With the devastating news delivered, Detective Anna Bruciaga tries to gather any insight from Jay's family, but they don't seem to have any.
Gang, she, like, nigga, let me tell you something. If she was to tweet, her body would have to have went like, right? No, nigga. I watched her goddamn little, the bottom of her shoes, which is why I thought it was heels. I thought it was. Yeah, she like Michael Jackson. Dang, like really lock in.
But it looked like
no lock in, bro. Lock in.
Okay, I really.
But it's not funny.
It's not funny, guys. It's just a simple fact of life. Me personally, I'm like, see. Like if I felt like that, though, I'm about to die.
With the devastating news delivered, Detective Anna Bruciaga tries to gather any insight from Jay's family, but they don't seem to have any. Even his mother can't imagine who would want to hurt him, leaving detectives with no clear leads or motives to work with. As investigators collect Jay's phone and prepare to leave, another woman walks into the apartment, Ortiz Chavez, looking to comfort her daughter. Detective Bruciaga sits down with her to collect some basic information. A casual conversation at first, until Chavez mentions a small detail that catches the detective's attention and quietly puts her on the radar.
What type of car do you drive? I drive one. Toyota. Toyota? Yeah.
That's why I be on my
Yeah.
phone. Everybody, nigga, I don't put shit past
Soldado, I just get whatever. And you said you just purchased it? Yeah. Do you have a plate on it?
Still don't put shit past your register, do you?
No, I don't. They took our sticker off the temperature. Yeah, they took it off the car.
Where you said it's
I'm not a brother, but
yeah, so earlier this morning it broke down on her and then she just left it there.
As Chavez describes her vehicle, Detective Bruciaga immediately recognizes the description. A gold Toyota sedan, similar to the one caught on surveillance footage speeding away just seconds after the shooting. The connection is hard to ignore. Bruciaga notes the details, but decides it's too early to jump to conclusions. Wanting to verify it as quickly as possible, she wraps up the initial interview with the family and heads out with officers to the spot where Chavez abandoned her car that morning. When they arrive, the car is nowhere to be found, and Bruciaga starts suspecting Chavez might be hiding something. About 40 minutes later, investigators return to the apartment to interview Chavez privately, and that's when things start to get interesting. By now, it's only been a few hours since Jay was killed, and most detectives would still be collecting statements, but Bruciaga's instincts tell her there's no time to waste. So she sits down with Chavez and makes a bold accusation.
So here's the thing, okay? So I believe your car was used in today's homicide. Okay?
You're lying to me.
No, I am not.
So you stole my car.
That's why I'm talking to you. Okay, so if you don't tell me who had your car,
I don't know. All
It's
I know
your
is
car.
I left my car at the side of the road.
okay.
I didn't lend my car to nobody.
The big ass drink.
Detective Bruciaga is quick to connect the dots, suspecting that it's Chavez's car that was speeding away. But Chavez claims she abandoned it and it must have been stolen. However, the detective is about to take things one step further, because if Chavez's car was used in the murder, the next logical question is who was behind the wheel? And with what Elizabeth revealed about the planned fight that morning, there's only one name that fits: Chavez's son, Angelo.
So what
Build a website you love with Wix, where your words create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Feeling a vibe? Run with it. From can't look away to gotta have it.
So what I'm getting at is that what are the odds that
Even that, the whole
your
wife
son and
did
his
not tell her.
friends have a problem with Jay, and Jay is now dead, and people are telling me it's your
What
car.
are they drinking? What is that? That shit
But
look
my
like,
son said he wouldn't, and neither would Javon. And I was with them today.
that shit look like guacamole juice.
So you were with them all day.
Yes. My son had an interview at 9 o'clock, and we were over at the Whataburger over there, Cottonwood or whatever.
You drop him off?
No, I didn't leave the Whataburger.
Okay, so you waited for him to be done.
Yes, and we went back together to my house.
Okay, then you guys go back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he stayed there, and I left with myself, the car, to go see Elizabeth.
Chavez's morning timeline only reinforces the detective's suspicions. If she really abandoned her car around 10:30 that morning and it suddenly vanished, then there's a very high chance it's the same gold Toyota caught on CCTV later when Jay was shot. Witnesses also reported seeing a young male and female inside the car.
LTP. There's a couple. HFG mama. Vontae grandmama a trench grandma. Vontae mama a trench mama, nigga. Nigga, a real life grandmama nigga. Rings, like in rings. We seen the shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Shout out to Boogeyman's grandma, bro. I hope one of these days, bro, y'all will get.
We're gonna have to do a big ass cookout or something, bro.
Yeah, like the people, bro. We're gonna do either skits or videos or something that's gonna have something to do with the people that was. Ain't gonna lie to you. Like seriously,
Like a sit down or like
Yeah.
just something.
yeah, like that ass. That shit gonna be. But that's another thing. But it's great. It's older women like that, grandmas like that. They bust your ass. I'm scared.
And with Chavez having both a teenage son, Angelo, and a daughter, Elizabeth, things are starting to look very suspicious for her family. For now, though, all of this remains as just early suspicion. After all, detectives know Jay had been hiding things. He was secretive and clearly mixed up in something he wasn't telling anyone about. But there's something eerily strange about Chavez's demeanor that Detective Bruciaga can't ignore. Even after being told her son might be involved in a homicide, she stays quiet, almost detached. Not the kind of
I never got my ass whooped by none of my friends' parents. But I got told about my his mom. I got told about myself. Vontae's mom. You see what I'm saying? Down to Vontae, that's Boogeyman. We'll set it up. But my mom get on my stepmom get on my somebody. Real life is
I ain't never got my ass whooped by any of my parents or like anything like that. But I will say, Boogeyman's mama, grandmama, they weren't playing with mine. I swear to God, because I got Boogeyman into a lot of dumb shit. And then when he was on house arrest at his own house from his mom, I'd break into his window. Steal like 4 sodas. I left.
and because I forgot what I was trying to tell you, but I forgot. No, I ain't never got my ass whooped by none of my friends. But what I will tell you is story time for another day. But like I think one day me and Ryan had like I had dad's green. I had just stole it. I remember this shit, bro. Rest in peace to my pops. It was in the closet in a duffel. Stole it. Bubbler. That's what it was. A green bubbler. After that bitch over there was in the room smoking, eating all types of shit. Nigga, his mom came in the room. I'm talking about she ain't even asked whose mom it was. She just was like, y'all here smoking and skipping school. She snatched that bitch off the table, nigga. Nigga, she walked to the backyard. That ass. Me and Ryan just lifted up the window, looked out the window. Ryan was like, nigga, that's his dad shit. I don't give a fuck. Like that, she just looked at both of us. I don't give a fuck. Y'all stay school, y'all in my goddamn house fucking smoking all types of weed, nigga. But when she spazzed, nigga, it's like, nigga, I'm so fucking serious. I'm so serious she's passing on. I was like, nigga, you want to go outside? He's like, nigga, we're not. We're it. Like, we're
No, that as a white friend, that's me telling him, nah, shit just got hectic in the white household, bro. What?
We're not.
Once a white woman spazzes, bro, you just got it. You better sit there, gang.
Nah, I remember that I hit this nigga around with the, bro, but I don't even. Like dead ass. That's what I'm saying. Like she's not. She's like.
It's
nigga.
not one of those things where like Like, you
nigga, if you
the
think
black mom would be like,
you think you
"Oh,
about to walk out
you
this front
funny
door,
for running off
yeah,
at one time." Nah, they dead ass be like, "Get
yeah, no, you don't listen. You're negligent. You're bad as fuck.
Nah,
and
you
yeah.
said
What the fuck did I do? What did I do? Oh, my gang.
who the fuck?"
No gang. So Pete, right? I had stole that bubbler like weeks prior. He had stole it back from me. Right? This real shit. This is a nigga had took it and stabbed my shit. Walked out. Come back in the house. I'm like, so that time. I had found out like maybe I remember nigga he went in his bag, that bag that I took it out of, he had a gas mask, he had like a whole bunch of he was looking for that and kept staring. Man, she don't know he knows. Nigga, I just took it out of his room. You see what I'm saying? That it was one of them situations, so it was just like we never matter of fact, when I moved to my dad, he was like, nigga, come to that. I told him exactly that. Nigga, what? I said, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's my oh fuck, you ain't told. I was like, nigga, there was no like you said it takes a village, and I mean, it looked like that was part of the village because she wasn't bullshit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like she was standing. She didn't even whoop Ryan's ass. She didn't touch neither one of us. She just bust that bitch, looked at us, and walked off. I'm talking about bust that bitch, looked at us in the window, came in the house, stared at us at the top of the steps. Ryan just like as she was standing, Ryan just was like this. And we both was there. He just pushed me in the room. I'm just like walks off into. That's when we sat down. Niggas sitting there fucking playing. I'm dead ass serious. This is like Okai, nigga. Okai, nigga. I'm dead ass. Yeah. Like real shit. As good as you are, Ryan really used to be. Okai. But not really. One. Right. You are one.
I get what you're saying.
Nigga, I'm talking about nigga sitting there playing COD, just look. It's like, nigga, what the fuck you mean? You know, and you're not gonna fucking say nothing, nigga. There's nothing we can say. She's not gonna. It's broken now. It's like, bro. So you. How the fuck? We done made. Was it we? He just looked at me and stared at me. Live here. That's literally what he said. Can you tell me I can't come back? He said, no, I love you come back. I'm telling you. You would never come back. He said, because she's not with that dumb. She pretty much just put both of us on like we should have the conversation. Have the conversation. As he explained it, I'm just like, we're not. As a friend, we're not going. Mm-hmm.
But they're not. And that's how my mom.
Yeah.
He did all that. Mom when it came. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, dead ass. She could have been like, who the fuck are you? And Jaden, who said you could have all these people? And then should have been like, matter of fact, I don't give a fuck what y'all doing. Because obviously, I don't have no respect to my dad. Nice to meet you, by the way. What?
Right there, look. Oh, right there, me, my character, stood up. As she shut the door, I had to walk out the door.
I don't blame you.
I don't blame. Son neither. I don't even know what he be
Right
doing.
there should have blamed. No, you're okay. Should have right there should have. Why? Because I'll camera him so motherfucking fast and be like, talk to my brother. You know what? Matter of fact,
Oh, the fuck!
I swear to God, it and we're going outside. I'm not sitting in there, bro.
Yeah, no.
And I don't want you to sit in there because my mom is like steady on. My mom like cook shit, like, dinner. Mad as fuck. She's
Each other.
that's what I'm saying. So in her head, she's like,
Nah, shit, crazy shit is my mama flipped it. Okay. I'm dead ass serious.
but in his head, in that moment, he's
That's the funny
funny,
part.
man.
That's the funny part. It's like, nigga, you
but
don't
your
have to-
common sense, you're like, you're the one.
he knows I'm.
You see, I'm good.
I'm standing here.
My mom did that game. Guys, my first time smoking, dead ass. My brother sends me on a mission to go back. Got you. Big ass fucking family.
The 40 size, nigga.
And a 2-liter. Now, gang, I know my kitchen was small as fuck, so I don't know. That was probably it. So I walked in there. They're watching a movie, and the whole family just watches me
Cause you're
walk,
gas.
walked into. My mom. Son, but Mark, I'm better. She said, I holding. That's the funniest part. My mom knows I'm a dumbass, so she was like, I said, all right. And I was like, told Austin exactly what. That's why he That's why he.
No, she knows.
He looked at me. All his friends.
Ah,
I'm saying like,
we're going to a corner.
us. I don't know. And like, so my brother looked. So I was about to leave. I'll eat everything. I didn't bring.
I'm trying to bring back a half. Cool, like,
That time I'm 5 because I. Because we're gonna. Exactly what.
videos gonna- because okay, but it's okay though because we told y'all that.
Yeah, or we might just.
Reaction you'd expect from a mother facing that sort of accusation. And the longer the conversation goes, the more convinced Bruciaga becomes that the mother sitting in front of her knows more than she's letting on. So the detective decides to take an even bigger risk this time and make an accusation that most investigators would hesitate to ask this early on.
So, did you shoot Jane?
No, I didn't.
I tell that shit all
No.
bad.
He's a kid. He's a baby.
I know, but somebody did.
But no.
But I also feel like you know more than you're telling me.
But I don't.
Because again, I'm telling you, based on your demeanor, I think you know what happened. And I know it's your car. And I am gonna confirm it on video surveillance.
I hope you do, because I'm like really, I'm like lost right now.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete.
Somebody just got named.
Again, Chavez's reaction isn't what Detective Bruciaga expects at all. Instead of breaking down or reacting defensively, she simply denies it with a sorrowful face. This response leaves Bruciaga torn between two possibilities. Either Chavez is innocent but in complete shock, struggling to process what's happening, or she's carefully keeping her composure to hide a guilty conscience and protect her children. Either way, she sticks to her story, and with nothing concrete so far, the interview comes to an end. But even without proof, Bruciaga can't shake the feeling that her instincts are right, that one of Jay's killers is sitting in this very apartment. With her doubts only growing, Bruciaga decides to move quickly and verify Chavez's version of events with the one person who can either confirm or contradict it, her son, Angelo. Within an hour, investigators head straight to Angelo's workplace to talk to him in person. Whatever he tells detectives will either clear his family or make things even worse for them.
So there.
You guys plan to meet?
I didn't plan nothing. He assumed. And I was just like, we're good. We had all this. We had all this shit. We felt like we're good. He said he wanted to do 8 o'clock.
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she, you mean your mom said?
That's what he told me. That's what Jay told me. Like that's what Jay told me to tell my sister to tell me. But so on and so forth. This is like I told him.
That you're supposed to meet. Where were you guys supposed to meet?
He just said he wanted to fight me. 8 o'clock in the morning. So I assumed. We have my door.
Angelo confirms most of what detectives have already heard from his sister and mother, saying Jay wanted to box it out that morning, but the fight never happened. Beyond that, there isn't much new information, and his version of events lines up neatly with his mother's timeline. For now, their stories seem consistent. But until those details can be verified, Detective Bruciaga knows she has to take everything they've said at face value. However, before investigators can dig deeper, Angelo's mother suddenly walks in, and this time, she's far less cooperative.
He's not even a rape. I'm not even be talking to him. He's home. But he's not in trouble, so he doesn't have to be 18 for us to talk to him. I'm gonna stay with it. I'm gonna send it for her.
I mean, it's up to him. If he doesn't want you here, he doesn't have to have you here.
Huh? Yeah, my sister and the bar's here. I had to have him go pick up.
Talk to my sister.
So there is one thing that we are going to need, just like you talked with your sister, we didn't get your phone. So we're going to secure it. We're going to do a warrant.
I need it. I don't have a phone.
But your daughter's
an investigation, like I explained to you earlier, Elizabeth. I'm taking your phone. You're not getting it back until I'm done with it. But as soon as I'm done with it, I will give it back to you.
Do you want me to take you to go find where your car was left? Because we've been all over there and we can't find it anywhere.
Well, I'm gonna go shortly, but I want to make sure that my kids and my family get home. And right now, my biggest concern is I just want to go home.
What's your biggest concern?
I want to go home.
No, you absolutely can go home.
Despite investigators' attempts to convince her otherwise, Chavez insists on taking Angelo home. Even if her intentions are innocent, this sudden change in behavior doesn't help their case at all. If anything, it makes it look like an attempt to shield her son from further questioning. With the interview shut down, officers seize the family's phones, hoping digital evidence might reveal what they're not saying out loud. Back at the police station, detectives spend the next couple of weeks combing through statements, surveillance footage, and phone data. What they find begins to reshape the entire case. Among the first discoveries are text messages showing that Chavez was directly involved in arranging the so-called boxing match between her son Angelo and her daughter's boyfriend Jay. In one exchange, Elizabeth texts Jay saying that Mom says they'll be there at 8. Other messages suggest there may have been a gun involved. In one text, Elizabeth writes, "I'll be there too because I don't want anything like they pull a gun out." Investigators also uncover signs that Jay and Elizabeth's relationship was deteriorating, with both of them talking about breaking up. In one message, Jay tells her directly, "I'll talk to you when it comes to the baby, but I ain't doing this with you anymore." But even more alarming were the contradictions in the family's statements. Elizabeth told detectives her boyfriend didn't leave the house until 10 that morning. Yet, Jay's phone shows him texting others about Angelo not showing up as early as 8 o'clock. In one of those messages, Jay texts a friend. They didn't show. 8 o'clock, the mom said, and it's 9. Man, her family's a bunch of a**holes, I swear. Additionally, detectives uncover another name that hadn't come up before. Elizabeth's older brother, Gilbert. In his messages, Gilbert expresses anger towards Jay and even makes promises of retaliation. By the end of the review, Detective Bruciaga becomes convinced that the entire family might be involved in planning what happened that day. Now, it's no longer a...
Listen, I told y'all, it's always something. I don't say that it was. Look like it.
Question of what happened, but who did it and exactly why.
But we're.
In the days following Jay's murder, investigators were at a standstill. Because Angelo and Elizabeth are still minors, their mother refuses to let them speak with police, effectively blocking detectives from getting any answers directly from them. But 20 days after the shooting, that changes. Jay's girlfriend, Elizabeth Baldonado, turns 18 years old, and her mother can no longer stop her from talking. Detective Bruciaga seizes the opportunity and convinces her to come down to the station to see the new evidence they've uncovered, carefully leaving out that it's evidence pointing towards her own family. The goal is simple: find out who was directly involved in Jay's killing, or better yet, get a confession. But before we get to that, do you struggle with deciding what to cook every day, or just end up ordering food every time? HelloFresh might be the best option for you. It saves you both time and money on your daily meals. They're America's #1 meal kit, making home cooking easier with chef-crafted recipes and fresh ingredients delivered straight to your door. But this fall, they're serving up even more to love. HelloFresh has doubled its menu, now offering over 100 options each week. Backfire, because unlike her mother, Elizabeth's reaction will be very different.
Now that some time has passed and you've had time to think about it, Elizabeth, I want to hear what happened. Because I think you know more than you told me that day.
I don't know anything. I really don't. Why would you guys assume that? Why would I know anything new about that?
Because I have your phones and I've looked through your phones. And so I do believe you know more.
What would I know more about? About who killed him? About who did it? No, I don't know. I really don't know who did it. If I knew who did it, I would have told you already.
So I know that you and him were having some problems and he broke up with you and you wanted to get back with him and he told you no. I will talk to you when it comes to the baby, but that is it. And he wanted nothing to do with you.
So you're assuming that I had someone do something to him? Are you
It's a question.
serious?
Okay, here's the thing, okay?
I
realize
loved
I'm
him more than
investigating.
anything in the world. I would never do anything like that. I would never have anyone do anything like that because I loved him more than my whole life.
And actually, I do know that because you guys texted, I love you so much. Tons. So I do know that, okay? But you have to understand, Elizabeth, I'm investigating his homicide. Somebody killed him, okay? Have you ever watched homicide shows?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so you have to know that if I see anything like that on the phone, you have to know that I have to ask you these questions. Because at this point, I have gone through your phone, I have gone through your brother's phone, I have gone through Josue's phone, I have gone through other things, and I have to ask these questions because I have a feeling you know more than you're telling me.
I don't! I really don't! I don't know anything more than I'm telling you.
As planned, there is no small talk or warm-up. Right away, Detective Bruciaga tells Elizabeth she's not being fully honest. The approach is blunt, and it's clearly hitting a nerve as Elizabeth quickly grows defensive. But Bruciaga isn't backing off just yet. She's about to bet everything on her next move, laying out every piece of evidence she has against the family in hopes of eliciting an admission from Elizabeth.
Okay, so you brought up that your brother Gilbert had mentioned and said that he was going to send someone up there to take care of
But
him.
he didn't. Because my brother knows that if he were to do anything, I would never.
Let's be on. Right then, he didn't want to take this fucking car.
I know,
This is
but
what
now
he had in her
he
back pocket.
knows. I got some.
Yeah, I got some that's
Nice.
like, you know, since you don't want to talk, I'm gonna make you talk.
Or speak to him again, or at all. I would have him part of my life at all.
So Gilbert didn't do it.
Why would my brother do it? My brother literally knows how I feel about him.
I'm pretty sure you've been in the household and have heard conversations. Correct?
Heard what?
Anything. Anything that talked about.
They do not talk about anything.
Okay, so where is your mom's car?
I don't know. You're seriously assuming that one of my family members did it? Because the car is missing. She literally filed a report that her car was missing that night.
Okay, so you say you love Josue, right? And he's the love of your life. So why are you covering for your mom and your brother?
I'm not covering for anybody. Are you fucking serious? You seriously think that they did it?
Yes.
My mom loved that child too.
Okay, maybe not your mom, but what if what if I told you that your mom's car is on video leaving the homicide? What if I told you that?
You know how many Toyota Camrys that are gold live in the city?
But what are the odds that your brother and Josue were supposed to meet up?
My brother was at home. My brother was at home with his girlfriend. They were literally sleeping until he had to go to work.
It's clear that Elizabeth has reached her breaking point. Every accusation towards her family is pushing her closer to the edge. Most investigators would pull back here, take a break, try to de-escalate, but not Detective Bruciaga. Instead, she decides to take a bigger risk, one that's bold but calculated. Rather than fighting Elizabeth's denials, she will lean into them even agreeing that she's only trying to protect her family. In doing so, Bruciaga wants to make Elizabeth feel safe enough to talk and reveal what she's really hiding. It's a delicate psychological play, one that could end the interview entirely or solve the case right here and now.
But I'm gonna tell you right now that your mom said she drove Angelo to his interview. Guess what? Angelo said
Now, mom said
he borrowed the car from your mom and he drove himself to the interview. So obviously, somebody's lying. And I kind of understand that you don't want to see.
No,
what
you
I'm trying
don't.
to
They
tell you.
don't. They did not do it.
Because
You
I
are
don't know
literally
what I
looking
would
in the
do.
wrong place. You're just trying to blame somebody just so that you can get someone for the crime. I know they didn't do it because, well, I don't know for sure, but I know they wouldn't have done something like that. They know how much that would crush me.
When you huffed and puffed, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I know they
Crime.
didn't do it because
I know they didn't do it because,
come up with
well,
shit.
I don't know for sure, but I know they wouldn't have done something like that. They know how much that would crush me, and literally they have seen how much I have died these past 2 weeks.
Okay, and I'm
My
not
brother
telling you. I'm
literally-
not telling you if I find out your brother. I'm telling you when I gather up all my evidence and I arrest your brother, I hope that you didn't know more.
You guys can think however you like. My family did not do it.
Elizabeth, you can't get out without us letting you out, babe.
Elizabeth, I think you're ready to tell me more than you're telling me, okay? You have to realize, Elizabeth, that somebody took your baby's dad's life, and now that baby is not gonna have a father. And as much as you love your family, they still took your baby's dad away. Now that baby's not gonna have a dad.
I don't think I know that. That's literally all I think about every day. One second.
Can we finish talking in the conference room? Just because I can't hear, actually.
Yeah, we can't be sitting in the hallway, Elizabeth. I'm sorry.
This is our victim side, so.
Elizabeth's finally had enough. The weight of the questioning breaks her down and she's emotionally exhausted. Detectives try to take advantage of the moment, hoping her vulnerability will make her open up, but Elizabeth doesn't budge. Through tears, she keeps insisting her family is innocent. With nothing useful coming from Elizabeth, the interview ends. She's escorted out of the building, and investigators are back to square one. Still, Detective Bruciaga can't shake her suspicions. She knows this family is hiding something. What she hasn't figured out yet is that she's been focusing on the wrong suspects all along. Over the next couple of months, the case remains wide open. Investigators keep digging, and what they find is even more alarming. First, they learn that Chavez never followed through with her stolen vehicle report from the day of the murder. Then, while combing through phone data, detectives uncover explicit threats from Elizabeth's older brother, Gilbert, directed at Jay. In one message, Gilbert writes he's gonna catch one, clearly hinting at plans for violence. In another text, he says, delete our messages and don't.
Look. Oh my God, you're fried, you dumb bitch.
It wasn't me for real. Wasn't you? Hey, popped you.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad that y'all get to hear this shit. I love my women. Fucking like, bro, yourself because overthought everything. You pushing. He's gonna catch one.
Directed at Jay. In one message, Gilbert writes he's gonna catch one, clearly hinting at plans for violence. In another text, he says, delete our messages and don't say anything about me saying I was gonna shoot him. It wasn't me for real. I ain't trying to deal with cops. Based on these details, investigators start to speculate that Gilbert may have taken things further, possibly supplying a gun or even using it himself to shoot Jay. Chavez, realizing what her sons had done, may have then disposed of the car to cover their tracks and build an alibi for the family. The new findings push Gilbert to the top of the suspect list, right beside his brother Angelo. But as compelling as the theory sounds, it's still just that. A theory. The case remains strong on suspicion, but weak on proof. And Detective Bruce Iaga desperately needs anything concrete from the Baldonado family. So, on May 19th, 76 days after Jay's murder, Bruce Iaga and a team of officers head to the family's house determined to confront them face to face and see if she can pressure someone into cracking. When the investigators arrive at the door, no one expects how quickly things will get heated.
Oh, hi Gilbert, how are you?
Hi.
Can I actually talk to you, Gilbert?
Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're not about to over and look guilt and put fight shit. First, all right. First, you want me to believe these niggas. You want me to believe nigga, them little fingers is like this long. You're not even getting your finger on the side, right? Look, you're not even getting your finger around that motherfucker. It's fucked up to say, but I feel like if you do something like that to a at a point, not animal, that's assault on the right. What if mid?
You know what it's about because, you know, I've already done some research. I'm not going to talk to you right here in the door. Do you want to come talk to me over here?
Right.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
You telling me? You too
Good. Okay. Is your mom here?
You telling me when buddy ass? You telling me when
List
buddy ass
right beside his brother.
Off bat, you knew that. You knew that. Nigga, Jaden, you probably just didn't know.
Look how we stand.
So this whole entire nigga, I thought that.
Look at how we stand.
I thought that. Nigga, I thought that was like an average size. I remember watching this with him. You feel me? So look right there. Tell me that don't look like a normal nigga. Just a bald head king. That's what I was like. What the fuck? Like what, bro?
Angelo. But as compelling as the theory sounds, it's still just that. A theory. The case remains strong on suspicion, but weak on proof. And Detective Bruce Iaga desperately needs anything concrete from the Baldonado family. So, on May 19th, 76 days after Jay's murder, Bruce Iaga and a team of officers head to the family's house determined to confront them face to face and see if she can pressure someone into cracking. When the investigators arrive at the door, no one expects how quickly things will get heated.
Oh, hi Gilbert, how are you?
Hi.
Can I actually talk to you, Gilbert? You know what it's about because, you know, I've already done some research. I'm not going to talk to you right here in the door. Do you want to come talk to me over here? Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
Good.
Good? Okay. Is your mom here?
She's showering.
you might want to go tell your mom that I would like to talk to her again. I'm gonna talk to Gilbert if he's willing to speak with me. And Gilbert, again, I don't want to talk to you right here in front of the door. Do you mind coming even over here?
Yes.
So, tell me what you know.
Like I said, I just moved in here. Like,
Okay, so I'm not gonna play games with you, okay? I know you threatened to take care of Josue.
yeah, but I didn't do nothing.
Okay.
I wasn't even up here. I couldn't even do nothing.
Okay, so obviously you do know why I'm here and why I'm talking to you now. You want to discuss, or do you want me to just take it for at face value? I already saw the Facebook, so.
I didn't.
Huh?
So you can do whatever. I didn't do shit. So.
Okay, so.
I'm innocent.
Again, in your Facebook, you do disclose and say you're gonna send somebody to take care of him.
Yeah, but did I send
Okay, so, well, who'd you send? Because he died.
I didn't send nobody.
Do I need to be any clearer? He died.
Yeah, but I didn't send nobody. Mom, ain't nobody want to do it. They're all scared.
Can I see your phone? Can I see your phone? Thank you. It's a T-Mobile. Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna do a warrant on it, okay?
Yeah, take my phone.
Yes. Again, you have to realize that I'm investigating a homicide. Okay, a homicide in which you threatened to kill my victim.
So you're gonna take my phone?
Yes. I'm gonna take your phone. I'm gonna do a warrant on it. If for any reason.
Just don't look at the pictures, you know what I'm saying, unless you want to see something, but it's a whole lot of something.
Okay. Well, I won't look at pictures, but I am interested in who you've been talking to, text messages, and so on, so I am gonna do a warrant on it, okay?
With no luck getting anything useful from Gilbert, Detective Bruciaga cleverly confiscates his phone, hoping it might hold the evidence she needs but still can't prove. As this is happening, Chavez is seen stepping outside and speaking briefly with officers. She looks like she's in a hurry to leave. Not willing to let the moment slip away, Detective Bruciaga plans to intercept and confront her about the boxing match she helped organize to see how she reacts when cornered. This time, however, Chavez isn't the same calm, collected woman from before. What Bruciaga gets instead is a very different side of her.
I love you. I'll go right to you.
Can I talk to you really fast?
I have to catch the bus, so I mean, you got 5 minutes of my time.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you for speaking with me. Have a good day.
You see.
We'll check in with you before we leave. Contact us.
Hi, Elizabeth. I know you're gonna be quick and all, but so you know why I'm here, okay? I don't gotta repeat myself. I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to play games.
This is that
Okay?
confirmation number from when I had called, because I called that same evening, and
Yeah,
nobody ever
you
came by
did.
to look what's
You
called.
didn't report
This
your
is-
car.
I did. This
No.
is it. Yes, it is.
I already know.
Okay, you know
they
what,
tried-
Eddie? I'm not trying to be mean with you, but this is the confirmation number that.
So why did you set up a fight between Angelo and Josue?
No.
Yes, you did.
No. The
I
little
have
boy called
phones.
over. He called to the house. He was asking for a fight. I was like, wait a minute, what, you want to do what? I was like, are you serious? It was either that or they wanted to sit there and do some stupid things. I'm not trying to have stupid things going on between those boys. Those boys need to learn how to get along.
Like I said,
So are you gonna write
I
this down?
have phones. I already know when you called it in. You never fully followed through.
I did. I waited for them to get here.
Okay, do you have the title to the vehicle?
It's in that vehicle. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Like, I cannot give you any more information because it was in the vehicle. I didn't even get to register the car or anything.
You've had the car since before January.
Yeah, and I also had to get an alternator for it. You know how much money it takes to just for me to save for just a little bit of a few things? But the little boy, he called. He wanted to make the fight.
Right.
And I
I'm
was
not
asking
saying
my son, like, what do you just want to do?
I'm not saying Josue didn't set the fight, but you let them know and you set up the fight because they were gonna fight
I
that
let them
morning.
know because they had to know. I'm like, this is what's going on when your sister's left. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, I let them know because they needed to know. Because that's not right.
So I'm gonna tell you something, okay?
Yeah, my 5 minutes, I'm done.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? When I charge someone, you're gonna be charged along because I know you're hiding the truth and I know you're listening to me, and it would suck for Aurora and Elizabeth's baby to not be present, for you not to be present, because I will charge you because I do know you were gonna set up that fight that day. The end. I got it off your daughter's phone. Goodbye.
Chill out, game.
Not do this.
Put the
that last man Put me down. Just like, just over there.
Clearly, Chavez is done talking as she storms off the scene angry and defensive. But in her frustration, she lets something slip, admitting that she knew about the fight between Jay and her sons, though she insists it was all Jay's idea. Before leaving the house, Bruciaga tries once more to speak with Elizabeth to see if she's finally ready to tell the truth.
How you been, Elizabeth? Fine. Are you still pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah? How far along are you?
Well, from my menstrual cycle, she said 14 weeks and 7 days.
So, Elizabeth, you know, we talked last time and I know you were very upset and I can't imagine what you're going through because you're kind of put in between, but I already know you know what happened.
Oh, I don't. I don't know what happened at all. All I know is that when his grandpa got back, he told me that Jay was dead.
I would just hate, and I truly, from the bottom of my heart, still believe that you weren't involved. But I would just hate to find out that you were involved. And then where does that baby go? Because he no longer has a dad. That day, there was a witness that describes a female matching your exact description talking to Josue right before he gets shot.
I was at the house.
Okay. Do you realize how close you live?
I was literally
Again, Elizabeth, listen to me.
And then when his grandpa came home, he walked in on me washing the dishes.
You're not going to change my mind because, I mean, is it weird that she lives here and she knows nothing?
Well, Elizabeth, you have to think about, can I talk to you for a sec, Elizabeth?
What?
So,
say something else.
I know we're not trying to you know, upset you any more than you already are or anything like that. But you have to think about how when this case goes to court, one, when people get arrested for things like this, they don't care whose family, friends, or whoever else they can or will throw under the bus to try to get themselves a better deal. When this goes to court and a jury of 12 random people, don't worry about what I think about it. Don't worry about what Anna thinks about it. Think about what those 12 people are thinking about it. You got to think about what's best for him or her.
I don't. Okay. I would have had you guys about that.
If you hear something or something comes up,
I had to sense the day.
With Elizabeth repeating the same story as before and no progress made, the officers decide to leave. But Bruciaga gives the family a promise. The next time she comes back, it won't be for questions. It'll be with a warrant. A month later, on June 15th, investigators finally get the break they've been waiting for. Cell tower data definitively places Angelo's phone at the scene of the murder at 11:20 a.m., the same time Jay was killed, directly contradicting his earlier alibi that he was home with his mother. With this new evidence, a warrant is secured for Angelo's arrest, and Bruciaga returns to the Baldonado residence, just as she promised. That afternoon, 16-year-old Angelo Baldonado is arrested and charged with murder. Now with the prime suspect finally in custody, police have the chance to interview him without his mother intervening. Bruciaga hopes this will be the moment they get to close the case for good. But to her surprise, Angelo isn't about to make that easy, because this time, he has an escape plan of his own.
Hey, Angelo.
I'm still at chair, sorry.
Is my mom gonna be here something?
Is your mom gonna be here? Was she driving? Was she driving down here?
Oh, she was talking to one of the people that was there at the house.
Oh, at the house? Yes. I was at the office, sorry, I was no longer at the house. Okay.
She should be coming.
So she should be coming. Okay.
And if not, like, she should be coming.
She should? Okay. So you do remember me, and I actually do know you remember me because you're like, can I talk to Anna? So, but again, I am Anna Bruciaga, deputy. This is my partner. So, Angelo, because you are a minor, I am gonna read you your rights, and we're
That's why I want my mom here. That's what I mean. Like, not any questions or something. If I wasn't like gonna talk to my mom about.
So you want your mom here while I read you your rights as well?
Yeah, I want her for the whole thing.
For the whole thing? Okay, fair enough.
Asking so much.
At this time, you are going to get booked for your warrant.
Yeah, I want her for the whole thing.
For the whole thing? Okay, fair enough.
Asking so much.
At this time, you are going to get booked for your warrant. Okay? And we're
That's why I want my mom here. That's me. Like, I know you have questions. If I wasn't like going to talk to my mom about.
So you want your mom here while I read you your rights as well?
Yeah, I want her for the whole thing.
For the whole thing? Okay, fair enough.
Asking so much.
At this time, you are going to get booked for your warrant. Okay?
What exactly is the warrant?
It's a homicide warrant.
Oh, why are you doing that?
Okay. Again, you know, because you said that you wanted to speak to me with your mom, I can't ask you questions. At this point, I am booking you for the homicide warrant. And that's all I can do.
It's certainly not the response Detective Bruciaga was hoping for, but it's hardly surprising. After months of his mother keeping him away from investigators, Angelo refuses to speak without his mother or a lawyer present. With no cooperation and no confession, there is nothing more detectives can do. Angelo is booked into the county's juvenile detention center, held without bond while prosecutors prepare to take the case to trial. For now, he's the only family member officially tied to the crime, and investigators believe they've finally got Jay's killer behind bars. But what no one has caught on to yet is that Angelo isn't the one who pulled the trigger. He's just a scapegoat, taking the fall for a killer who's still free and quietly getting away with murder.
Pros and cons of different jobs that allow you to travel the world. Coding. But why coding? Well, for one, the starting salary is generally really high, and you can...
A full year passes since Jay was tragically killed. His pregnant girlfriend, Elizabeth Baldonado, gives birth to his son in November 2022. Her social media posts show a young woman trying to rebuild her life, sharing photos of her baby, spending time with friends, and appearing to move on in a new relationship. On the surface, it seems like life is slowly returning to normal. Meanwhile, her brother Angelo remains in juvenile detention awaiting trial. The case seems closed, and Jay's family begins to find closure, believing justice has finally been served. That is, until, out of nowhere, police receive a phone call that changes everything. In March of 2023, a woman contacts detectives claiming she's been talking to Elizabeth's older brother Gilbert on Facebook, and according to her, he's just confessed to knowing exactly who killed Jay that day.
I've been kind of watching everything that goes on Facebook, and I was able to see that Gibby was pretty hateful towards his mom, and so I figured maybe I could get him to say something about it. So I messaged him, "Why is your brother locked up?" Because my mom and him went to go fight my sister's baby daddy because he beat her. And when they got there, my sister's baby daddy tried to pull out a gun, but he got hit before he could even get his gun. But they put the murder on my brother. I said, "That's real up. Why they put it on your brother?" He said supposedly witnesses were there and said it was him. And they say they also got video and that it looks like him in the video, but you can't see shit. All you see is a big ass group, and then everybody scatters. I said, "What the f***, your mom didn't tell nobody it wasn't him?" He said, "Nope." He said, "The crazy part is my little brother ain't telling on my mom." I said, "So your mom did it and let your brother go down?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Have you tried to tell your brother to tell?" He said, "Yeah, but he tells me no. But that's how we was raised. No matter what the situation is, don't tell. And if we do, we gotta face consequences."
Needless to say, Gilbert's confession changes everything. Detectives already suspected Chavez's involvement in arranging the boxing fight, but no one imagined she was the one who pulled the trigger. Investigators begin to theorize that Chavez may have orchestrated the entire thing, luring Jay to the alley under the guise of a fight with her son, only to end it herself with a single shot to the head. But despite what sounds like a breakthrough, Detective Bruciaga knows she can't move too fast. Arresting Chavez now, based only on Gilbert's second-hand confession, could jeopardize the entire case. Without solid evidence, Chavez will be innocent in the eyes of the law. Over the next few months, investigators work quietly, monitoring jail calls between Chavez and her son Angelo. Most of the conversations are vague, small talk, cautious wording, but in one of the calls, Chavez makes an interesting statement. When Angelo asks why his brother Gilbert looks sad, Chavez replies, "He's heartbroken you're in there. I told him it's because I f***ed up, because I'm stupid, period." Hearing what sounds like an admission of guilt, Detective Bruce Yaga seizes the opportunity and visits Angelo at the detention center, hoping this time she can finally get the truth. When she meets with him, she doesn't have to do much convincing, because Angelo is already prepared to make a deal and save himself.
If everything would be happening what we're talking about right now, would I get at least the first degree dropped on? So we do the way to work around it.
So if you're wanting to now give a statement, we can definitely schedule an appointment where it's me, you, and the attorney. And then I'm more than willing to talk to you then.
After Angelo agrees to cooperate, detectives quickly arrange a formal interview with him and his attorney present. Angelo ends up corroborating his brother Gilbert's confession, confirming that it was his mother who pulled the trigger and drove away from the scene. With both sons telling the same story, there's only one crucial piece missing to solve the case: a confession from Chavez herself. Without her own words, the defense could argue that the boys are lying or that their statements were coerced.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at.
A few days later, an arrest warrant is issued, and Chavez is taken into custody. Detective Bruce Yaga brings her into an interrogation room determined to secure an admission. Not through confrontation this time, but through empathy. If the plan works, they'll finally close the case for good. But if Chavez sees through it, the interview will be over before it even begins.
I know that you obviously recognize me because we've met in the past more than once, okay? And regardless of what happened then, I'm not gonna be rude to you, I'm not gonna be disrespectful to you, even though in the past, you weren't the nicest, right? But you're here and I'm not gonna be rude, and I expect the same kid. Fair? Obviously, I know you were visiting Angelo. I know you were visiting Angelo. How's he doing? He's okay? Yeah? Okay. How are you doing?
He's in there for nothing. He didn't do anything wrong.
And I mean, just in general, not just because you already know why you're here. You've been in handcuffs. Been in the back of the cop car.
Just now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? Do you understand? Okay, fair enough. With that being said, what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna stop this interview. You're going to jail on 2 warrants, okay? You do have an open count murder warrant, and you do have, and I have to look at that one to read you the exact, but it's a warrant, okay? And that's not mine, it's not for me to discuss, but that's what one of the warrants is for, okay?
Unfortunately, things don't go according to plan. The moment Chavez realizes where the conversation is heading, she immediately shuts down the interview and asks for a lawyer. From here on, it's up to the court to decide whether the evidence against her is enough to prove what everybody already suspects. At the trial, prosecutors present the full scope of the case. phone records, surveillance footage of Chavez's car, the brothers' confessions, and the jail call recordings. They argue that Chavez disapproved of the relationship between her daughter and Jay and was motivated by anger over how he treated her. They also believe she calculated that her teenage son would face lighter consequences if he took the blame. As for her other children, Elizabeth and Gilbert, investigators determined that neither had any direct role in the shooting. Elizabeth in particular is found to have had no knowledge of her mother's deadly intentions. She withheld some information to protect her family, but was ultimately determined to be a victim caught in the middle. Eventually, Angelo Baldonado pleads guilty to conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and assault with intent to commit a felony, and is sentenced to remain in juvenile detention until age 21. His mother, Chavez, pleads guilty to second-degree murder and, in May 2025, receives the maximum penalty of 18 years in state prison. Chavez is also facing a separate charge related to child exploitation material found on her tablet during the investigation.
Because you had to do that video, I just...
Listen, bro. Wish y'all like. This shit. Bro, run us up. That's for the next goddamn couple of days. Shit. We in here gassed and shit. Nice little session, nice little, yeah, I mean. Fuck around, catch on. Feel me, Bob. We finna fuck around and catch on the next one. Out.